The rain hammered down like fists from an angry god, turning the quiet streets of Asheville, North Carolina, into a roaring river in seconds. Alex Harper, 17 and soaked to the bone, skidded his bike to a halt on the edge of the swollen creek, his heart slamming against his ribs as he spotted the luxury sedan teetering on the bank, its driver pounding futilely on the window. Without a second thought, he dropped the bike and leaped into the churning water, the current yanking at him like it wanted to claim 2 lives instead of 1. The floodwaters were a beast, cold and merciless, dragging at Alex's clothes as he swam against the pull. He could barely see through the sheets of rain, but the man's face, pale, desperate, pressed against the glass, burned into his vision. "Hold on," Alex yelled, his voice swallowed by the thunder. He reached the car just as it tipped, grabbing the door handle with numb fingers, prying it open against the pressure. Water flooded in, and the man, tall, dark-haired, in a rumpled suit, lunged toward him, their hands clasping in a grip that felt like fate's cruel joke. They broke the surface together yards downstream, gasping and sputtering, Alex's arm hooked around the stranger's waist as he kicked toward the muddy embankment. Branches whipped past like vengeful spirits, and twice the man slipped from his hold, only for Alex to haul him back with a surge of adrenaline-fueled strength. Almost there, Alex grunted, his lungs burning, every muscle screaming. Finally, they collapsed onto the slick grass, the creek raging behind them like it resented losing its prize. The stranger coughed up water, his chest heaving, and when he looked up at Alex with those piercing blue eyes, something unspoken passed between them, a raw, electric gratitude that hung heavier than the storm clouds overhead. Alex rolled onto his side, shivering violently, his wet t-shirt clinging to his lean frame like a second skin. He was no hero, just a kid from the wrong side of town, the kind who kept his head down at school because whispers about his phase followed him like shadows. But in that moment, with the world narrowed to the two of them panting on the riverbank, he felt seen. Really seen. The man sat up slowly, wiping mud from his face, and extended a trembling hand. Jordan Hale, you saved my life." "Alex," he replied, shaking the offered hand, surprised by its warmth despite the chill. "Alex Harper. And yeah, well, couldn't just watch." Jordan's grip lingered a beat too long, his thumb brushing Alex's knuckles in a way that sent a forbidden spark up his arm. Alex pulled back first, cheeks flushing under the grime, and scrambled to his feet. Sirens wailed in the distance, cutting through the downpour's roar. "We should move. Cops'll be here soon." They stumbled uphill toward the road, Jordan leaning on Alex more than he'd admit, his polished loafers squelching in the mud. Asheville's historic district, usually charming with its brick-lined streets and mountain views, looked like a war zone now. Trees uprooted, storefronts boarded against the surge. Alex's mind raced. What if his mom found out? She'd grounded him last week for sneaking out to that underground poetry slam where kids like him could breathe without judgment. And school tomorrow. God, the rumors would fly if anyone saw him hauling a suited stranger from the flood. "You live around here?" Jordan asked, his voice steadier now, laced with that polished edge of someone used to boardrooms, not backwaters. Alex nodded toward the cluster of sagging trailers on the outskirts. "Yeah, trailer park off Tunnel Road. You. Passing through. Business meeting gone wrong. Timed it perfectly with this mess." Jordan chuckled, but it was hollow, his eyes scanning the horizon like he was calculating escape routes. They reached Alex's bike, miraculously upright, and Jordan eyed it with amusement. "Your chariot? Impressive. Mind if I hitch a ride to the nearest dry spot?" Alex hesitated. Dropping a stranger at his door meant questions, prying eyes from neighbors who already side-eyed him for being that queer kid with the artsy sketches. But Jordan's gaze held no judgment, just a quiet intensity that made Alex's stomach twist in ways he wasn't ready to name. "Sure. Hop on." The ride back was awkward, Jordan's arms wrapped loosely around Alex's waist for balance, his breath warm against the teen's neck through the rain. They pulled up to a coffee shop on Patton Avenue, its neon sign flickering defiantly. Inside, the warmth hit like a hug, steam rising from mugs as locals huddled over soggy newspapers. Jordan ordered 2 hot chocolates, extra marshmallows for Alex, without asking, and they claimed a corner booth, dripping puddles on the vinyl. "You're shaking," Jordan noted, sliding the mug over. His suit jacket was off, revealing a crisp white shirt now translucent, hinting at the toned lines beneath. Alex averted his eyes, focusing on the foam heart the barista had swirled into the chocolate. Adrenaline crash. Happens after. You know, near-death experiences. Jordan leaned forward, elbows on the table, studying Alex with an intensity that felt like dissection. "Why'd you do it? Jumping like that? Most people would have called 911 and watched from safety." Alex shrugged, tracing the mug's rim. "My dad. He drowned in a boating accident when I was 10. Flood like this hit the lake hard. I couldn't just stand there." The words tumbled out unbidden, raw as the wound they described. Jordan's expression softened, a flicker of shared pain crossing his features. "I'm sorry. That's heavy." They talked then, halting at first, then freer as the storm outside eased to a drizzle. Jordan was evasive about his job, consultant, he said, but his stories painted a life of high-stakes deals and city lights, worlds away from Alex's graffiti-covered sketchbooks and part-time shifts at the diner. Alex shared bits of his own. The poetry he scribbled in margins, dreams of art school in New York, the way his mom's new boyfriend sneered at his sensitive side. "They don't get it," Alex muttered. "Like who I am. It's not a choice, you know. It's just me." Jordan's fork paused midair, his eyes locking on Alex's with a weight that stole the air. "I know exactly what you mean." The words hung, loaded, and for a heartbeat, Alex wondered if this stranger saw the rainbow pin hidden under his jacket flap, the one he wore like armor. But Jordan steered away, changing the subject to the flood's aftermath, and the moment slipped. By the time the power flickered back on, Jordan had insisted on paying the tab and slipping Alex's card. "In case you need anything." Seriously. The card read, Jordan Hale, Hale Innovations, with a sleek logo that screamed money. Alex pocketed it, bemused. "Thanks. Stay safe out there." "You too, hero." Jordan's smile was genuine, crinkling the corners of his eyes, and as he stepped into the night, Alex felt a pull, like a thread tugging at his chest. He biked home under clearing skies, the card burning a hole in his pocket, unaware that the man he'd pulled from the depths was Asheville's youngest CEO, a closeted powerhouse whose empire balanced on secrets as turbulent as the creek. Alex woke to the blare of his alarm, sunlight slicing through the trailer's thin curtains like an accusation. His muscles ached from the night's heroics, bruises blooming purple on his arms where the current had thrown him against rocks. Mom was already at the factory, leaving a note about leftovers and be good. He scarfed down cold cereal, mind replaying Jordan's voice, that lingering touch. Shaking it off, he grabbed his backpack and headed to West Asheville High, where the flood buzz was already electric. The hallways thrummed with whispers. Heard the creek took a car, some rich guy's Beamer. Alex kept his head down, dodging lockers until Mia, his best friend since kindergarten, ambushed him by the vending machine. Mia was a whirlwind of purple-streaked hair and unapologetic by pride, the only one who'd clocked his secret without him saying a word. "Dude, spill. You were out in that mess last night. Your bike's got mud like a crime scene." He cracked a grin, feeding quarters into the slot for a soda. "Just got caught in the rain. Nothing epic." But Mia's eyes narrowed, sharp as her wit. "Liar. I saw you on that group chat. Someone posted a blurry pic of a kid hauling a suit out of the water. That you?" Alex's stomach dropped. The photo was grainy, but his wet hair and determined scowl were unmistakable. "Mia, keep it quiet, okay? Don't need the jocks turning it into fag hero jokes." She punched his arm lightly, fierce loyalty in her gaze. As if. But seriously, who was the dude? Looked loaded. Some consultant. Named Jordan. Alex shrugged, but his voice caught on the name, and Mia pounced. "Ooh, plot twist. Tall, dark, and mysterious? Spill the tea, Harper." Class dragged, calculus equations blurring into floodwaters, until lunch, when the cafeteria erupted. Principal Vargas announced a half-day for cleanup crews, and rumors swirled about the miracle safe. Alex hid in the art room, sketching furiously, swirling currents framing a faceless man, arms outstretched. His teacher, Mr. Ellis, a quiet ally with his own rainbow flag pin, paused by his easel. "That's powerful, Alex. Raw emotion. Ever think about submitting to that youth art contest in Charlotte?" Alex flushed, capping his pencil. Maybe. It's just personal. Ellis nodded. No pressure, and Alex felt a rare swell of validation. Not everyone here saw him as broken. After school, the diner's shift called. Grease and chatter filled the air as Alex slung plates, enduring Uncle Ray's gruff, boy, instead of his name. Ray was Mom's boyfriend, Bible-thumping conservative who muttered about sodomites during football games. Alex bit his tongue, pocketing tips for his escape fund. New York, where streets pulsed with possibility. The bell jingled near closing, and in walked Jordan, clean-shaven in chinos and a Henley that hugged his broad shoulders. Alex froze mid-wipe, cloth dangling. You found me. Small town. Asked around, said the best pies here. Jordan slid onto a stool, his smile easy, but eyes scanning the room like assessing threats. They chatted over apple slices, Jordan probing gently about Alex's art, laughing at his dry quips about small-town monotony. You ever think about leaving? Jordan asked, for pausing. Every day. Alex leaned on the counter, voice low. But it's not that simple. Family, you know. And other stuff. The air thickened, unspoken truths hovering. Jordan's foot brushed Alex's under the stool, accidental, or not, and neither pulled away. Ray lumbered out from the kitchen, eyeing them. Closing soon, kid. Who's your friend? Jordan stood, extending a hand with effortless charm. Jordan Hale. Alex here's a lifesaver, literally. Ray grunted, grip testing, but Jordan's poise held. As he left, he whispered to Alex, dinner tomorrow? My treat. Neutral ground. Alex nodded, pulse racing, the invitation a lifeline tossed into his stagnant sea. That night, sketching by flashlight to avoid Ray's snores, he drew Jordan's face. Not faceless now, but alive with those blue eyes, a secret smile. Sleep came fitful, dreams of floods merging with hidden touches, and he woke with a resolve. Maybe heroes didn't always wear capes. Sometimes they just jumped. But across town, in a sleek hotel suite overlooking the Blue Ridge Mountains, Jordan paced, phone to ear. Yes, the merger's on hold, flood damage to the site. But that's not why I'm calling, Vanessa. It's personal. His assistant's voice crackled concern, but he cut her off. Just handle the press. No leaks about me being here. Hanging up, he sank onto the bed, staring at the card he'd palmed from Alex, a diner matchbook with a doodle of waves. At 28, CEO of Hale Innovations, he'd built an empire on code and cunning, but his heart? Still locked in the closet, doors barred against a world that devoured vulnerability. Saving face in boardrooms was easy. Saving himself from this pull toward a boy half his age? Terrifying. The next evening, they met at a quiet bistro off Biltmore Avenue, fairy lights twinkling against the dusk. Alex arrived in his best jeans and a button-down, nerves jangling like keys. Jordan was already there, nursing a craft beer, his laugh lines deepening as Alex approached. You clean up nice, Jordan teased, pulling out a chair. Over grilled trout and stories. Alex's disastrous homecoming dance where he'd faked a stomachache to dodge a date. Jordan's tales of Silicon Valley burnout. They clicked, barriers crumbling like riverbanks. What's your real job? Alex finally asked, eyebrow arched. Jordan hesitated, then sighed. Tech CEO. App development, mostly. Youngest in Asheville's history, they say. He rolled his eyes, but pride flickered. Alex whistled low. Explains the car. And the suit. A beat, then quieter. Why hide it? Not hiding. Just complicated. Jordan's gaze dropped to his plate, fork pushing peas. Alex reached across, tentative, fingers brushing. Hey, complicated's my middle name. The touch lingered, electric, until the waiter cleared throats. Outside, under a canopy of stars, Jordan walked Alex to his bike. This was good. Real. His voice roughened. Can we do it again? Yeah. Alex's throat tightened. We can. As Jordan leaned in, not for a kiss, but a forehead press, brotherly yet charged. Alex felt the world tilt. Little did he know, the flood's shadow loomed larger. Paparazzi sniffing Jordan's trail, and Ray's suspicions brewing like storm clouds. Weeks blurred into a secret rhythm, stolen moments threading through Alex's chaos. Mornings at school blurred with Mia's interrogations. Who's got you smiling like that, mystery man? and afternoons dodging Ray's man up lectures. But evenings belonged to Jordan. Hikes along the Swananoa River, where they'd skip stones and share silences heavy with what-ifs. Coffee runs where Jordan sketched app ideas on napkins while Alex doodled caricatures, exaggerating his CEO's furrowed brow into comic villainy. Jordan opened up in fragments. Raised in Charlotte by a single mom who waitress doubles, he'd coded his way out of poverty. Hale Innovations exploding from a garage startup to a $50 million firm. Success is a cage, he admitted one twilight, perched on a boulder overlooking the valley. Everyone expects the golden boy, straight, driven, untouchable. Coming out? Career suicide in this town. Alex nodded, chin on knees. Tell me about it. Mom's coolish, but Ray. He found my sketchbook once. The one with guys holding hands. Burned it in the fire pit. Said he was saving me. The memory stung, smoke and betrayal acrid. Jordan's jaw clenched, hand finding Alex's in the fading light. That's not saving. That's fear. Their fingers intertwined, natural as breathing, and for the first time, Alex didn't flinch from the warmth blooming in his chest. It wasn't lust, just connection, profound and terrifying. Jordan pulled back gently, eyes shadowed. You're brave, Alex. Braver than me. Nah, I'm just stubborn. But inside, doubt swirled. Jordan was 28, established. Alex, a kid with dreams bigger than his zip code. What future lay in these touches? Trouble brewed subtly. At school, the flood photo resurfaced in the group chat, captioned hero or hoax. Bullies like Tyler, football captain with a homophobic streak wide as the goalposts, cornered Alex by the gym. Heard you fished out some rich fag's car. Matching vibes. Laughter echoed, fists itching. Alex squared up, voice steady. Jealous you can't swim, Ty? Mia dragged him away before fists flew, but the seed was planted. Whispers followed. Harper's got a sugar daddy. Hurt festered, but Alex buried it, focusing on Jordan's texts, late-night memes about buggy code mirroring buggy hearts. One Saturday, Jordan whisked him to the Biltmore estate, tickets for research on a historical app. Amid manicured gardens and echoing halls, they wandered like ghosts in time. Jordan's hand brushing Alex's in crowded corridors, a code for I'm here. In the library, surrounded by leather-bound tomes, Alex confessed his art dreams. New York School of Visual Arts. But tuition's a killer. Jordan's eyes lit. Apply. I'll help if you want. The offer hung, generous yet laced with imbalance. Alex waved it off. I got this. Scholarships wait for no CEO. As dusk fell, they picnicked on the lawn. Wine for Jordan, cider for Alex. Conversation turned deep. Jordan's last relationship, a college fling ended by his ambition. Alex's crush on a boy band singer, crushed by small-town isolation. It's like we're both drowning, just in different waters, Alex mused. Jordan set down his glass, voice low. Maybe, but you pulled me out. Now, what if I pulled you? His hand cupped Alex's cheek, thumb tracing jawline, and the world narrowed to that touch, tender, questioning. Alex leaned in, breath mingling, lips inches apart. Then, a flash, camera shutter from the tree. Jordan jerked back, face ashen. Paps. Shit. They bolted, hearts pounding, the estate's serenity shattered. Back in Jordan's rental car, a modest SUV this time, panic crackled. How'd they find me? Jordan muttered, white-knuckling the wheel. Alex gripped the dash. The flood story? It went viral locally. Silence stretched, thick with unspoken fears. At the trailer's edge, Jordan turned, eyes stormy. This. Us. It's getting messy. I can't drag you into my spotlight. Alex's chest ached. I'm already in deep, Jordan. Don't bail now. A beat. Then Jordan nodded, pulling him into a fierce hug. Arms iron bands, scent of cologne and earth. Okay, but careful. That night, alone, Alex Googled Jordan Hale CEO, headlines blared. Hale Innovations eyes expansion amid rumors. Photos showed him at galas, arm around faceless dates, all women. The closet's depth hit like a wave. Was Alex just a secret detour? Meanwhile, in his suite, Jordan scrolled damage control emails, Vanessa's voice in his head. The board's twitchy about scandals. A photo attachment pinged, grainy, but damning. Him and Alex, hands linked on the lawn. Handle it, he typed, fingers trembling. For the first time, success tasted like ash. The leak hit Monday. School hallways buzzed. Harper's banging the flood guy. Check Insta. Tyler's crew amplified, shoving Alex into lockers, slurs flying like debris. Fairy tale gone wrong, huh? Mia fought back, nails out, but bruises bloomed on Alex's ribs. He skipped art class, hiding in the bathroom, tears hot. Phone buzzed. Jordan saw the pic. Meet after shift. At the diner, Ray's mood soured. Heard about your friend. Keep that shit away from here, boy. Alex's hands shook pouring coffee, resolve cracking. Jordan arrived late, face drawn. Vanessa's spinning it, business associate's son. But the board. Forget the board. Alex hissed, corner booth their shield. What about us? Jordan's eyes pleaded. I want this. You. But the world's not kind to guys like us. Then fight it. Alex's voice broke. Or are you scared? Jordan recoiled as if slapped. You think this is easy? I'm twice your age, Alex. Power imbalance, headlines, it's a minefield. Silence sliced deep. Maybe. Space. Until it cools. Alex stood, chair scraping. Space? That's code for goodbye. He stormed out, rain starting again, mirroring the flood's fury. Heart splintered, he biked home. Unaware Ray tailed him, phone to ear. Yeah, the kid's queer all right. And mixed up with some big shot. Twists coiled tighter. Jordan, alone, drafted a resignation email. Freedom's price too high. Alex, sketching rage-fueled waves, found an old letter from Dad. Be brave, son. Love finds a way. But bravery felt like bleeding. The fallout cascaded like dominoes in a gale. Alex threw himself into art. Canvases bleeding midnight blues and crimson rages. Mr. Ellis nodding approval at the intensity. Mia became sentinel, shutting down gossip with viral TikToks of flood hero edits. Alex as caped crusader, slurs as villains. Views climbed, unexpected allies emerging. Queer kids from rival schools demanding support. A local paper running local teens' courage amid crisis. But home fractured. Ray confronted Mom over dinner, plates slamming. Your boy's turning tricks with some city slicker. I won't have it under my roof. Mom's face crumpled, eyes on Alex. Is it true, honey? Voice small, pleading. Alex's fork clattered. It's not. Tricks. He's a friend. More, maybe. The words escaped, dam-breaking. Mom's hand trembled over his. I love you, Alex. Always. But Ray's right. It's dangerous. Dangerous. The word echoed Jordan's fears, twisting like thorns. Ray stormed out, tires squealing, and in the vacuum, Mom confessed her own youth. A college love with a woman, buried under family pressure. I chose safe. Don't you choose fear. Tears mingled, mother-son bond mending in shards. But Ray returned, ultimatum delivered. Shape up or ship out. School offered no refuge. Tyler's harassment escalated. Notes in lockers, CEO's bitch. One shoved too far, and Alex swung, fist connecting with jaw, chaos erupting. Suspended, he sat in the office, knuckles split, Principal Vargas sighing. Talent like yours, Alex, don't let anger drown it. Across town, Jordan's world imploded. The photo leaked nationally. Tech Mobile's mystery rendezvous. Scandal or strategy? Board emails flooded. Clarify association. Vanessa, loyal dragon, quipped. Tell them he's your pool boy. But Jordan's resolve cracked. He drove to the trailer park unannounced, rain lashing, finding Alex on the porch, sketchpad in lap. Go away, Alex muttered, not looking up. Jordan knelt, water pooling. Can't. I messed up. Space was cowardice. Alex's pencil snapped. Damn right. You ran. I know. Jordan's voice raw. But seeing you in those headlines, brave, unapologetic, it hit me. I'm tired of hiding. He pulled a USB drive. My coming out draft. For the company's site. Your pull from the flood? Started this. Alex's eyes widened, drive glinting like hope. You serious? Deadly. Jordan cupped his face, rain-streaked. I love you, Alex. Terrifyingly so. The words landed soft, profound. Alex surged forward, lips meeting in a kiss. Gentle, affirming, worlds colliding without combustion. No heat, just hearth. They broke apart breathless, foreheads pressed. What now? Alex whispered. Fight. Together. Jordan grinned, fierce. But shadows lengthened. Ray, lurking in the dark, snapped photos, blackmail fodder for a scorned man. And Vanessa called. Board meeting tomorrow. Asheville chapter. They're demanding answers. Jordan hung up, stealing. Pack a bag, Alex. We're crashing it. The next dawn, they rolled into Hale's local office, a glass-fronted hive on Haywood Street. Jordan in armor suit, Alex at his side, chin high. Board members gawked, whispers hissing. This is Alexander Harper, Jordan announced, voice thunder. The boy who saved my life. And the man who's saving mine. Gasps rippled. Alex spoke, voice steady despite knees quake. I'm gay. Proudly. And Jordan? He's the best of us. Slides clicked. Alex's art, their story sans salaciousness. Vulnerability weaponized. The room shifted. Nods. Questions, not accusations. One elder, silver-haired, stood. Son, we've all got closets. Yours is wide open. Respect. Applause scattered, then swelled. Jordan exhaled, hand finding Alex's under the table. Victory tasted bittersweet. Outside, press swarmed, flashes blinding. Mr. Hale, is this a relationship? Jordan squeezed Alex's hand. Yes, and a beginning. Headlines flipped. CEO comes out, credits teen hero. Support poured, queer orgs, fans. But backlash brewed. Anonymous threats to Hale stock, slurs on Alex's socials. Ray's bomb dropped that night. At the diner, he cornered Jordan, envelope thrust. Stay away, or these pics hit every inbox. Kids underage, statutory vibes. Jordan's blood iced. Alex, eavesdropping from the kitchen, paled. Confrontation brewed. Alex faced Ray at home, mom mediating. You're poison, Alex spat. Love isn't your enemy. Hate is. Ray sneered, but mom's glare pierced. Out, Ray. Now. Bags packed, doors slammed, freedom's cost, paid. Jordan offered sanctuary. Crash at the hotel. Until we sort. Alex accepted. Their nights chased confessions, poetry readings, code lessons, building fortresses of trust. Yet tension coiled. Tyler, fueled by online trolls, ambushed Alex post-suspension return. Crowbar from his truck, swing wild. Alex dodged, Mia screaming, but the blow glanced ribs. Sirens wailed, arrest swift. In the squad car, Tyler sobbed. Dad says it's wrong. All of it. Alex, bruised but unbowed, visited him in juvie weeks later. Wrong's a lie, Ty. Find your truth. Seeds planted, unlikely bridge. Jordan's empire steadied, expansions greenlit with diversity clauses, his legacy rewritten. But personal storms raged. Mom's tentative dating, a woman from the factory. Alex's acceptance letter to SVA, scholarship gilded. One eve, atop Mount Pisgah, stars carpet above, Jordan knelt. Not proposal, but promise. Wherever you go, I'm following. Partner, not savior. Alex pulled him up, kissed deepening commitment. Together, then. Flood's echo faded, but scars lingered, reminders of depths plumbed, heights scaled. As summer scorched Asheville's valleys, their bond deepened roots, twisting through trials unyielding as oak. Alex balanced SVA prep with a mural project, community-funded, walls downtown splashed with flood survivors' stories, queer icons woven subtle, intertwined hands in waves, rainbows in debris. Jordan funded quietly, no strings, his presence a steady orbit. Weekend coding camps where Alex debugged apps, laughing at syntax errors mirroring life's glitches. But prejudice's undercurrent pulled relentless. Online, Hale's boy toy trended, trolls dissecting age gap, groomer alert. Jordan's sleep fractured, nightmares of boardroom coups blending with childhood taunts, sissy hurled on playgrounds. Therapy entered, reluctant, a queer-affirming counselor in Charlotte, sessions virtual, peeling layers. Vulnerability isn't weakness, she urged. Jordan shared with Alex post-session, voice tentative. Dad left when I was 6. Said I was too soft. Built walls since. Alex listened, head on shoulder. Soft strength. Look at us, still standing. His own therapy, school-mandated after the fight, unearthed Dad's ghost. He'd love you, Jordan. Fearless heart. Family mended jagged. Mom's new partner, Lena, a mechanic with grease-stained smiles and by flag keychain. Invited dinners. Ray's void filled with laughter. Proud of you, kid, Mom whispered one night, hugging fierce. Alex teared, whole. Schools and loomed bittersweet. Graduation under threat of protest. Conservative group decrying gay agenda in speeches. Alex, valedictorian nod, scripted words. Floods come, but so do lifelines. Love's the strongest current. Cheers drowned boos. Mia whooping from seats. Jordan in shadows, eyes misted. Post-ceremony, rooftop party at Mia's. Queer haven of drag shows and mocktails. Alex danced free. Jordan's arms anchor, sway slow. New York's calling, Alex murmured. Scared, terrified. Jordan's grin wry, but excited. We'll commute. Apps don't care about zip codes. Twist struck midnight. Vanessa's frantic call. Hostile takeover bid. Rival firms circling, using the distraction angle. Jordan's face drained. How bad? Existential. Flights booked dawn, San Francisco war room. Alex tagged, laptop in tow, their hotel a strategy bunker. Days blurred. Pitch decks, caffeine IVs. Jordan's charisma rallying investors. Alex contributed sketches, infographics visualizing growth, humanizing data. Climax peaked board call. Attackers painted Jordan reckless. Personal scandals tanking focus. He fired back, screen split with Alex visible. This is my focus. Love, integrity, fuels innovation. Slides rolled. Diversity hires up 40%. Revenue spikes post coming out. Silence, then votes. Loyalty held, bid crushed. Exhaustion crashed post-victory. In their suite, overlooking Golden Gate fog, Jordan collapsed beside Alex. We did it. Alex traced his jaw. You did. I'm just the muse. No. Jordan turned, eyes fierce. Partner. Kiss followed, souls sinking. No rush, just reverence. Back east, new ripples. Tyler's letter from reform. Your word stuck. Exploring me. Thanks. Redemption's quiet arc. And Lena proposed to Mom. Ring simple, party inclusive. Jordan toasting, Alex sketching vows. Fall beckoned, SVA dorm assigned. Packing gutted Alex. Trailers familiarity traded for concrete jungle. Jordan drove, U-Haul trailing, mountains receding. Call every night. Alex teased. Text every hour. Promise sealed with a Manhattan skyline kiss, fairy horn saluting. But separations bite sharp and quick. Jordan's trips multiplied. Expansions global, weeks apart. Texts warmed, but voids grew. Alex's dorm parties, straight-laced roomie probing that older guy? Insecurities gnawed. Was distance dilution? Midterms crushed, Alex aced, but isolation clawed. City vast, friends fledgling. One night, panic attack hit. Chest tight, dad's drowning flashing. Jordan's voice soothed via video. Breathe with me. You're safe. Vulnerability bridged miles. Jordan's strain mirrored. Tokyo negotiations, jet-lagged demons whispering doubts. Am I enough? He confessed, screen glitched. Alex's laugh anchored. More than. Come home. Holiday reunion. Asheville snow-dusted, tree trimming with Mom and Lena. Gifts exchanged. Jordan's custom tablet for Alex's art. Alex's leather-bound journal for Jordan's codes. Quiet moments. Fireside talks. Plans for a shared apartment post-grad. Yet prejudice stalked. A protest at SVA, anti-queer pamphlets targeting prominent couples. Alex's photo circulated, threats veiled. Jordan flew in, hand-holding public, statement joint. Love withstands. Climax brewed personal. Jordan's mom visited, frail from chemo, eyes wary on Alex. Dinner tense, her whispers, heard stories. Age. Propriety. Jordan bristled. He's my equal, Mom. Alex spoke soft. I love him. Holy. Tears fell, embrace followed, acceptance hard won. Resolution warmed. Mom's blessing. Be happy, boys. Asheville's flood memorial unveiled. Plaque naming Alex. Sculpture of clasped hands in water. Dedication speech. Jordan's arm around. From depths, we rise. Winter thawed to spring. Alex's sophomore year blooming. Jordan proposed expansion. Co-founded nonprofit, Queer Youth Arts Tech Fusion. Our legacy, he said. One dawn, Central Park bench, coffee steaming, Alex leaned in. Forever sounds good. Jordan's nod solemn. It does. Storms passed. Loves endured. Tides turning, not breaking. Years layered like varnish on canvas, their story etching into Asheville's lore and beyond. Alex graduated SVA top tier, portfolio galleries clamoring, murals commissioned nationwide, themes of resilience, floods as metaphors for identity's surge. Jordan's empire globalized, Hale Innovations pioneering AI for mental health, queer coders headhunted, board diverse as its apps. They settled in a Brooklyn brownstone, exposed brick, skylights for Alex's studio, server hum in the basement for Jordan's late nights. Mornings synced, coffee brewed, sketches scanned, kisses stolen before commutes. Distance, conquered by routine, weekends whisked to mountains, roots reclaiming. Challenges evolved, subtler. Alex's rising fame drew scrutiny. Nepo artist via CEO Bo. Galleries whispered. He countered with solos. Waves of Us, Asheville Flood Centerpiece, sales funding scholarships. Jordan swelled pride, attending openings, arm linked defiantly. Jordan's battles internalized, burnout's ghost, therapy ongoing. A merger flop, rival sabotage via leaked instability docs, tested. Sleepless, he paced. What if I'm the anchor dragging you? Alex pulled him down, sketchpad open to their portrait, twin silhouettes in current. Anchors hold love, not drag. Family wove tighter. Mom and Lena's wedding. Small, lakeside, Alex officiating, words poetic. Love's no flood to fear, but flow to follow. Jordan teared, vowing silently. Tyler appeared, reformed, college athlete, ally pin gleaming, hug awkward but real. Oh, you man. Mom's health scare, heart flutter, rallied them south. Jordan arranging top cardiologist, Alex bedside with folktales sketched. Recovery bloomed, grandkids teased, adoption talks tentative, dreams of a family forged. Society's tide shifted slow. National queer rights push, Jordan testified Congress. Alex's art projected capital steps. Backlash peaked, doxing, hate mail. One night, brick through studio window, glass shattering like trust. Police shrugged, fringe element. Jordan installed alarms, but fear lingered. Climax crested unexpected. Jordan's surprise, private jet to Paris. Fashion Week nod for Alex's collab. Amid sane lights, Eiffel aglow, he knelt proper, ring rose gold, engraved from depths. Marry me? Equal partners, always. Alex's yes choked, embrace Eiffel shadowed. Wedding Asheville, intimate, riverbank, survivors officiating. Vows exchanged, in storms or calm, I choose you. Ring slipped, kiss sealed under rainbow post-rain. Honeymoon Iceland, geysers gushing, parallels to their start. Northern lights danced, Jordan whispering, our Aurora. Alex sketched auroras entwined, forever captured. Post-vows, life accelerated. Adoption approved. 2 siblings, foster system escapees. Boy with Alex's eyes, girl Jordan's laugh. Parenting raw, midnight fevers, school runs, but joys amplified. Family portraits, holidays chaotic. Alex's TED Talk, art as lifeline, viral, invites flooding. Jordan's keynote, Davos. Innovation through inclusion. Joint ventures, app for queer youth crisis lines, art integrated. Anniversary 5th, flood return, creek tame. Picnic echoes first, toasts raised. To jumps, Jordan said. To saves, Alex replied. Legacy bloomed. Foundation endowed. Asheville Center. Arts Tech Hub, named Harper Hale House. Openings tiered. Kids like young Alex, doors flung wide. One eve, brownstone balcony, city hum below, kids asleep within, Jordan pulled Alex close. Regrets? None. Alex's hand on belly, subtle swell, surrogacy gift. Only futures. Stars wheeled, floods memory, love eternal current. Deep, unyielding, home.